Jakob Brahaney of the Kingston Frontenacs, and I'm a defenseman. This year I was a captain. This is the first team I've actually ever been a captain of, so there's a lot of learning that goes with that. There's things that I was expecting in the role, and then there's lots of things that I wasn't expecting that I've kind of had to deal with on the run. You see how many different personalities there are in a room. Some guys, they need to be pushed, you need to hold them accountable, or some guys, they need a pat on the back. It's managing people. It's a skill that you're going to need in life, but especially we got 22 guys, I guess, in this room right now, and you got to get to know the person. You got to know, you ask about their family, hometown, hockey experiences growing up. I think that's important to develop a relationship with them. I like the challenge it gives me. Every day I have to be at my best, because if I'm not at my best, I can't hold a guy accountable to be at his best. So, my backyard has to be clean every day for me to be able to say something to somebody else. The upstairs marketing staff we have, they did a great job with the reveal of me being a captain. The support I got from back home was unbelievable. My phone was going off for probably 2 days or 3 days, and it's pretty special. I go back home and I still get congratulated on it. You get to take a ceremonial puck drop sometimes. That's always fun.
They score! Brahaney with a power play goal.
I don't want to leave this league with any regrets, so I want to go out there and I want to do everything in my power to put ourselves in a playoff spot. And I just want to keep working. I want to leave the biggest legacy possible. I've played a fair amount of games here. Not that it's a huge legacy points-wise or skill-wise. I know there's been some tremendous players in this organization with the bus drivers and the equipment managers. I want to be remembered as a good person and a guy who came to work every day. And I feel I've earned some respect in my 5 years here, and I don't want to change anything. The first game is something that comes to mind. I played on the team when we went to the third round. That was a pretty tremendous team, as farthest we've ever been in Frontenac's history. And the tragedy hip game, there's so many memories that come to mind right away. It's been quite the ride.
Billets over the head of steam, gets by fast, walks in front.
There's times when you're a young guy and you struggle a little bit. I only played 16 games. I was sent down to the Voyageurs when I was 16 for half the season. It's a little adversity, and you have two ways to deal with it. I could either pout it, or I could work towards getting back to the team, and I worked towards getting back to the team, but it's still a tough league, and even as a 17-year-old, I was out of 15 games, and never really found my footing until I was 18, and I started to play better then, and I'd like to say I have never looked back, but we still had a struggling team last year, and there's been ups and downs this year, but that's life, that's hockey. If you want to be a pro, you got to approach it as a pro, and that was a message that Jay Verity, my second coach here, kind of said to me one time, and it really stuck with me, because whatever you do, whether you're a teacher, you're an accountant, you're a business person, a construction worker, like everybody has to be a true pro at what they are doing if they want to be successful. There's so many skills that I've learned. Time management. I moved away from home at 16, so I can do my laundry, I can make meals, I can live on my own. So it set me up to leave this league and probably go to school or whatever I do next. It set me up perfectly for that, and there's so many skills that it's shaped me into the person I am today.